Namaste, beautiful soul tribe. This is an amazing astral mission that myself and Chris did last night. And he pointed out to me today that it was actually recorded, well, Australian time, it was recorded on 22/11/22. So some really auspicious numbers, which I wasn't aware of at the time. And I feel like it really assisted us to go into a very deep space, a very sacred space. We actually went into the collective womb guided by Mother Sophia, as well as some other beautiful galactic angels. We had Archangel Metatron, and we had an amazing wizard with us that's often on our astral journeys. You will absolutely love this one. You can either listen just for interest, or please lend your attention, or if you can visualize really well, go on the mission with us. And it was a lovely mission, but it was a confronting mission. It was all about rape culture. And we found ourselves in the Garden of Eden original template. We were told this is called a gold plate, like a blueprint, but actually a gold print. This is the words that we were given to describe what was going on. It was amazing, but we found the rotten root system of the tree of life, which represented the feminine rising into the womb space. It's all there recorded. It's just audio because it's too difficult whilst we've got candles going and eyes closed and lights out for us to video record the whole session. So please just lay down, breathe, or sit up and breathe and be guided through this most magical, mystical, powerful, confronting, traumatic, but ultimately healing astral journey, which addresses rape culture, pornography, and men are given the opportunity in this mission to be the absolute sacred warriors and guardians that they were meant to be, and the women receive a very deep bathing and cleansing for their womb. So it's absolutely powerful. Please enjoy. Anyone who is joining us in the Lightworkers Lounge, these are the kind of missions we will be doing. So this is really good training for you just to prepare for those live sessions that we're going to do together. So sending you all much love and namaste. So it's Carrie and Chris here, and it's the 22nd of November 2022. We consulted the cards tonight just to see where we were required in the astral, what timelines to look at, what we might have to tweak, any darker energy that might need confronting. And the cards that we received were Journey, which was interesting because we asked what journey do you want to go on tonight, and the first card was Journey, so we're going on a journey. And the second card was Mother, and we felt that that was Sophia, the goddess mother, the divine mother, or Sophia as many people call her. And then also the third card was to do with, and this was the outcome card of what we need to look at, bathing and washing. And we felt that the divine mother Sophia was asking us to look at cleansing the feminine womb and rape culture, and also look at the distortion when it came to women's liberation and how women feel often that they no longer require a man. And we felt that we need to look at unification between a man and a woman, because that's the atomic structure back in place, which is, you know, really what God Goddess code is, and helping us with the ascension. So that's the theme of our astral. So Chris is going to lead us in as the fleet commander Hatsia that he is. So please listen and derive your own codes from what comes through tonight. Let it be a healing for you, or feel free to add your energy as you go on the journey with us.
So we'll just open up a portal to take us to the safe zone, which is just sits in the astral realm of the fourth dimension. So I'm just going to draw a portal from where we are right now to take us to our safe zone, where we can go into what I would generally call the White House, or the House of Purity, the House of Light, where we get ourselves ready for the astral journey. So I'm just opening that portal now, and we're just transferring through there. into our safe zone. So just inside the safe zone at the moment, we're just being asked to suit up, and tonight they're asking us to take our invisibility cloak. So we'll make sure we put that around us. And as I always like to do it before a journey, just pay thanks for allowing us to go on this particular mission and to keep us safe and to make sure that we get home. So I've just got the invisibility suit on at the moment.
Yeah, mine's on. The purple cloak of invisibility.
We'll be ready to head over to where we would normally go, which is just over to Ra, to the sunroom. I like to go there before any mission in order to receive a blessing from Ra, and also to make sure that we are purified, because we've got the sun beds there that allow us. It's a bit like having a full Reiki technique done on you before you enter into the astral. So we're just going to head to the sunroom now. And Ra has welcomed us once again, as he always does, with a big smile on his face. And I'm just going to lay down on one of these sun beds and just receive a nice healing hand and a nice, beautiful, warm, gentle Reiki session from Ra.
I'm doing the same, which is just beautiful, just being bathed in light. Which is also, I just realised as I said that word, that was a code from the third card that we received, so washing and bathing. So it's nice to be purified by the Ra codes. Ra is our portal to the central corridor through the central sun, all the way through to the source code. So it's pure luminescence, it's pure divinity washing over us.
Okay, I can already feel and see just on the left-hand side of the sunroom here, we've got a welcomed entity that has been on many journeys with us. In the house we have Metatron, and on the right hand side is Sophia.
The candles just went brighter in the room for anyone listening.
So I can see them both clearly in the room at the moment. And
there's also a wizard there which we know as Galapai. Galapai joins us on many journeys, so he looks just like any wizard you could imagine. You know, they carry a staff, and they're very old, they're very ancient. That's the way they appear to us anyway. I mean, they're pure consciousness really, but they come through to let us know that they're of that wizard clan. So very high dimensional, and wizards of course bring wisdom. So he's here, Galapai is here as well. And Metatron really is the overriding archangel who really supports all the other archangels and does so much work as a messaging system for God, Goddess, and Sophia being our divine mother. So a beautiful gathering from the galactics to support us on this really sacred mission. So I can feel Sophia pulling us really strongly. And I can you see a portal, Chris? It's kind of like, it's vibrating, this portal, like it wants to draw us into the centre. I'm not sure what's on the other side of this, but
yeah,
she's leading it, then
she's definitely leading. She's asking to go through the portal with her. She's in charge of this journey by the looks of it. She's taking us with her.
So I've just moved through that portal. I can see us all like a string of hands, all holding hands going through. And we've arrived in the Garden of Eden. And it's absolutely beautiful. It's everything you could imagine it to be. There's fruit trees everywhere, really green, lush grass. There's beautiful animals like deers are here. And there's a big tiger, but a friendly tiger. And it's just majestic in all ways. What can you see, Chris? Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah, I can see there's lots of greenery around. There's a flowing river that's crystal blue. There's, tropical birds.
There's toucans, and I don't know, I wouldn't normally think of a toucan, but I can see the toucans.
There's a real purity, and there's a sort of, like when you breathe, it feels like pure oxygen, but it's got it feels like a nice sort of mist on the back of the throat. It's kind of like a cleansing breath.
And there's a gold fleck to the air. As you said that, I can see the gold fleck to the air. So it's almost like for the psychics amongst us that you can see into the stratosphere. So sometimes you see black shadows, there's darker energy around, but this is light-filled, gold-tipped, kind of sparkling in the stratosphere, in the atmosphere. So Sophia's really enjoying that we're all here. Metatron, I can see, he's wanting to stand guard, and he's letting me know that this is what has gone awry as we've developed from the Garden of Eden gold print or gold plate, not blueprint, gold print, gold plate, template, gold plate, he's saying, that there was no guardians. The guardians have gone astray. So he's showing, he's holding a presence, like a true masculine, the primordial, sacred masculine energy of the guardian, the protector. So he's showing through he's very statuesque, and he's got his arms folded across his chest, not in defense or armor, but just in holding the space. And Sophia's very happy, with what he is representing. And so I'm just getting information from Sophia. She is saying that without the guardian, without the protector, the feminine becomes very, very vulnerable to prey. She wants to take us through another portal, and this one is not. She's saying it's not going to be pleasant, so get prepared. So we're going to hold hands again, and she's leading it, and we're going through. And Gallipie's up the back. Gallipie's about to drop some wisdom, I'm being told, as we get through this next portal. And this next portal... Well, so this is interesting, Chris. Hopefully you're coming with me, because I feel like we've arrived in a very dark cave, but Sophia's saying it's womb. It represents the collective womb. So we're literally in the collective feminine womb.
Yeah, I felt that the portal that got open, there was a fairly large, extraordinarily large tree that was in the distance, and we've actually gone through the root system to the base of the tree, which was kind of like a cave, as you were explaining before. So very moist down here, very dark. There's a real sort of musty sort of smell.
There's frogs all on the cave walls, which, for me personally, as Carrie speaking now, that's a fear symbol for me. So this is a frightening zone. This is where things have gone very, very dark and destructive. Now, that doesn't mean for people who love frogs that all frogs are bad. It's not about that. It's just a particular symbol for me that I have to explain. It represents fear.
So Gallipie is telling me at the moment that the reason we've been brought to this area is it's like a tree of life. So there's a root system or a birth system right at the base of this tree, which is where it's gone distorted. So what they're saying is that they've overridden what is basically known as, when a tree grows and it fruits, or it comes to its blossom, that it's full of life force. So it's kind of like it's a hijacking of this photosynthesis arrangement, that they're kind of rotting it from the roots up.
They're saying it's similar, for anyone who's listening, remind them of I believe it's Ewa in the Avatar movie. I could have that wrong, but it's the tree of life. It's so if you think about when they tried to take that tree down, it destroys life, and so this is the feminine branch, if you like, of that atomic structure of masculine, feminine. The feminine represents that Gaian energy, that tree of life, that perpetual blossoming. And so you're saying, Chris, this is being...
Yeah, what I'm getting through here is there's some water tunnels running through the base of this root system down at the end of this tree that are very green and very sludgy. It's a bit like if you can envisage when you overwater a plant and it gets root rot and there's a stench and basically slowly dies. It's kind of what it feels like down here. There's like a river of sludge.
Okay, so we need to heal. This is what we've been called to heal in this particular astral mission, because if the tree of life is rotten at the root system, then we're dealing with, really dark depravity. If it's already in the root system, that's infected then the whole structure. That's infected the whole planet, and any divine feminine, any womb light, even though a womb is dark, but there must be the sense of divinity, the sense of divine light, not this depravity and this destruction. I'm just asking for information because as Carrie, I want to say, are we addressing the men on the planet with their internal feminine energy, their womb energy? I'm being told no.
No.
So if I say no, this is specifically for women, for anyone incarnated as a woman who carries a womb. And the men, she's saying the role of the men, what Metatron was showing us, is to stand guardian. So any men that are joining us on this astral mission and are listening later, please add your protective guardian energy, and even stand or sit with your arms across your chest as a symbol like Metatron was showing us. So I'll ask Chris to do that now as well. And this is for the women. This is the bathing and the cleansing. That's the third card that we got. For the womb, as we heal the rotten root system of the feminine sexuality. So where the womb has been constantly distorted. So these are all the rapes, all the, and rape includes date rape, rape within marriage, any time also that a woman may not have said no out loud, but she indicated no with her energy or her body. It's also included any time a man has inappropriately looked at a woman as if he could siphon her energy. Of course, it's fine to look at women and appreciate women's beauty, but this is the distorted side of that. This is the siphoning, taking of energy through a sexual, the feeling you had the right to sexualize all women. So we don't mean to be unbalanced in this astral, it's just what we're being shown. So, we're not targeting men at all, and we're not targeting women. We're just clearing and cleaning and cleansing and bathing the distortion, the sexual distortion, the rape culture, specifically around the womb, which of course can shut down all the other chakras. So as soon as the womb shuts down, sacral chakra, so Galapai is saying it'll shut down all the higher chakras. So it's almost like game over right there if we don't get this cleaned up and cleansed and bathed. So Chris, what are you sensing we need to do here?
Yeah, there's two parts to this. So the first part, which I'll just reiterate, when Metatron came in as part of the guide here, or wanting to participate in this mission, he did say to me that he's only here as a guardian or like a protector on this one, and he'll stand guard whilst we do what we need to do. So I definitely just want to reiterate that was the message that came through at the very start.
I'm just getting more information from Sophia. She said we really, and we've done this in another astral mission, but we really have to clean up also the pornography on the planet, and because it is a dark side trick, it is from the depraved side, and people cannot be looshing any longer their sexual essence to viewing pornography.
Absolutely.
And she's saying every man and also woman that currently views it, please forgive yourself. Please forgive yourself. Do not carry any more guilt or shame. Just get the message and move forward, she's saying. So that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's just close that chapter down. You know, it no longer serves you. You know, it's a quick gratification that really doesn't last. So it's time to move on from those impulses and those urges. And what we're basically getting told here at the moment, I'm getting told, is Galapai, who's on this journey with us, he's just showing me, and he's brought with him like an entire bag, like it's a big potato sack, full of these. They're like a round opal, or they're like a round crystal, but on the inside of the crystal, it's actually a rainbow womb.
Wow. I can see. Can you see Mishki?
Yeah.
I saw her before you said the opal, and I know that that's to do with her. So Mishki, for anyone listening, is another astral friend of ours. She comes from Andromeda, and she is a pixie or a fairy. She's a little creature, but she's very powerful.
So what Galapai is asking us to do is we take as many of these, and we'll use the whole lot, all of these opal rainbow balls that we've got that have got the rainbow womb in them, and we're to place them into the river and along the banks of this sludgy river. And basically it's like a transformation. So what's going to happen is it will dissolve the murk and the muck that's in there, and it will replace it with, it's like pure water, or it's like purifying or dropping a filter into this water system. So Mishi's here to help us because she does things at lightning speed.
So she just placed them in. I've just opened my palms up. She just placed a whole heap in my open palm. So I'm just going down to the riverbank now, and I'm now down on my knees, and I'm just sort of allowing these rainbow opal pearlescent balls to just sort of float out of my hands and into the river. And Chris, I can see you doing exactly the same. And it's so beautiful because I can see Galapai and Metatron and Sophia behind. It's like clapping, and Mishki, in her usual fashion, she's buzzing around, just happy as a lark. She's generally happy. She can be fierce at times, but generally she's just full of joy. So she's very happy about this. Oh, I can see Sophia. She's shedding a tear as we do this.
So what Galapai is saying is that the meaning behind this and the reason we're doing it is because the womb has been sabotaged from the tree of life, which is where our essence sparks from. That whilst it's in this sludge mode at the moment, that it's creating this distortion on our planet with regards to inappropriate sexual activity, using sexual prowess for power, and it's needing to be transitioned back to its purity, into its actually original form. So the reason that the womb is inside these balls is to show that it's getting back to the intention of why we're born, and using that rainbow spectrum around it, he said, is basically to ignite our chakras, so that when we come through, that we actually are alive, that we connect to the source. So as long as those chakra points are open when we are born, we stand a chance to be able to connect back to the source. I know that's a lot of information to take in, and I'm trying to translate it as best as I can, because Galapai does talk in a different language, but that's sense. My interpretation.
No, that's beautiful. Perfect. Makes sense on every level for me, and I'm sure for anyone listening.
So we're just going to continue to place as many of these opals through the river system here and along the banks.
So if you're listening with us, even if it's in a different now moment, just do the same. Get those pearl essence opal rainbow or rainbow opals, and just get down by the riverbank, however you see that in your mind's eye, and just let them float down the river. So we'll just watch as the sludge now transforms into, well, first of all, I'm seeing green. It's still sludgy.
Yeah, it's like a turquoise colour, but it's changing colour.
It's changing colour. It's still thick though.
It's kind of like if you're getting,
Oh,
if you've ever had your pool at home, if it's turned a slight green colour, and if you notice over a few days when you put the chemicals in that it starts to go back to a crystal blue.
Yes, and Saint Germain's turned up. He's standing at the top of the river, and he's throwing down the violet flame. So along with our rainbow pearls, we've got the violet flame rippling through. So that green is now turned to violet, and it's starting to become, transparent, I believe would be the right word. Would you say that?
Yeah, and it's starting to actually flow a lot faster. There's actually like a current running through it now. So it's like it's been kick-started.
I just ran up to give Saint Germain a high five. That was a pretty legendary move. That was awesome. So, well, we're just watching now. It's I'm just standing back and just watching it.
It's changing colour, and it's starting to become a lot clearer. Even the banks of the river, it's actually starting to turn like a golden sand colour. So it's just cleansing. It's like a purification process that's happening at the moment to kickstart the root system of this tree, because obviously once the water system has been transferred into a running, flowing gateway again, that'll go up through the root system and reinvigorate the tree.
And so Fire's saying your choice of words is really good. The root system, so it comes up. So for the women who are listening to this, you can do the cleansing on yourself, and remember, men, you're holding guard. It comes up through the root chakra or base chakra, and then the river is the sacrum, is the sacral chakra. It's the flowing energy. So you're seeing now the womb is flowing from that violet. It's now starting to move into almost like a ice blue, I would say, Chris.
Yeah, like a glacier type.
Glacier, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm being told just keep watching. It's going to almost go completely translucent, like light gold flecked light, like we saw in the Garden of Eden template, gold plate. So gold. Okay, so gold through the womb, ladies. Gold through the womb. Just see the gold through your wombs. It's all cleansing. And look, if you need to cry, if you need to shriek, howl, whatever you need to do to shift it, remember that energy will travel up into your higher chakras as it cleanses out of your wombs. You don't need to be locked down in those spaces anymore. And I'm just being shown like a jail situation where there's bars, like there's been bars around our collective womb. So the bars, there's a key. We're all being handed a golden ankh key. And so use the ankh or the key, the gold key, to turn into those. There's a lock there for the bars, the prison bars, and just open it up, and then just allow. Okay, we're being asked, men, please take the prison bars, just grab them. However you see that, just grab them and discard them, get rid of them, bend them, whatever you need to do.
Just break them off their hinges and throw them away.
Yeah.
Just open up that prison.
Thank you to the men for doing that. The true guardians. So we don't need to be behind prison bars, and we just need to be protected by the divine masculine, and the way it works then is the divine feminine can give the divine masculine everything that he seeks, including access to her womb, because it's done in true love, true honor, true dignity, true integrity, true exquisite beauty. So this is the true Eros. The Eros is an anagram for rose. So this is the rose blossoming. Ladies, this is the rose blossoming from your lower chakras, blossoming up into your heart. We're getting Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene coming in for the rose through the heart center. Up higher, I can see Buffalo Calf Woman. She's a beautiful Native American elder. She's coming in, taking the energy. She's got white feather. She's taking it all the way to purification through your crown chakra, and it's going higher up into the galactic realms. So wow, that's just so beautiful.
So just over at the which I was asked to do, just go over to the base of the tree at the moment, and I'm just wrapping my arms as far around the tree as I can, and at the same time just projecting a little bit of Reiki through the base of the tree. I've asked mainly to come over and put some pure male energy through the tree as well, so that it's not afraid of the male energy anymore, is to try and balance it, because what we're talking about here earlier was that there's a lot of male dominance within the sexual depravity on this planet, and we've got to stop allowing ourselves to be tantalized by these, pictures and visions and movies, etc., because as I said before, it's just a fleeting cheap thrill, and if we allow that to enter into our lives, then it will become a stain on us as we move forward. So she's just asking the tree to just give her some male energy and some male cleansing to reset and recalibrate the energy that the male is now working with the female in harmony, not dominating, not using and abusing, not seeing it as a power trip, but to be equal. So I'm just going to do this for a moment to cleanse the base of the tree with some pure male energy. And actually it's feeling, I've just, on my left hand shoulder, I've just got goosebumps running through me everywhere, but I've got Metatron just put his hand on my shoulder.
Yeah, I was about to say
and
that.
he's, the Reiki coming through him is, I'm literally shaking at the moment.
It's electric.
And he's saying, I'll help you, brother. He's
gosh.
powering the energy through me.
Anyone who doesn't know, Metatron has been working with, well, both of us and some other friends too, very, very closely lately, and he has just been absolutely phenomenal in what he's showing us, how he's doing psychic surgery on us, how he's healing us. It's just, talk about the highest angelic form. He just is really working overtime at the moment, helping humanity. So we'll say so much thanks. And he's very humbly saying, no, thank you guys, thank you to the Earth crew, they're saying, Earth Alliance, thank you, can't do it without us all. That includes people listening and just lending their attention and energy to this process. So yeah, that's beautiful. So we will, just for time-wise, because this one's been recorded, we know time is precious for many people, so we're going to wrap this one up. But I feel like, wow, we've just achieved so much. This has been a very enchanting journey. Anyone who's listening, men and women, like if you start to have some releases over the next few days, please just love yourself through it, go through it. Please don't carry too much shame or guilt about what you've done in terms of sexual distortion. Just know that it's okay, feel what you need to feel. But we're rising out of this. We've done a great cleansing. The tree of life, we'll just check in on it again, Chris, before we go, and thank you for that healing, that male energy, and to Metatron.
Yeah, I'm just seeing that the river flow through here is absolutely crystal blue. It's so pure.
And the tree roots have become golden, so that's that gold plate, gold print that we keep sort of being shown. So the tree roots are now golden, reaching all the way
coming
down.
off it, like it's like a glow. Like when you look squint, you see the sun. It's got this real.
I just got told because tree represents lungs, so as above, so below, as within, so without. It's a hermetic thing. So, but it's you look at the lungs, they look like the tree branches and root system. So I'm just being told we'll all breathe easier now. We can breathe easier now. So that's beautiful. So let's okay, we've got to go back through this portal back to the Garden of Eden. So this was the original gold plate, gold print, which is like a blueprint, but a gold print. And nothing looks different here for me. I did see a unicorn run through. That's funny. I think they're just having fun though, because we're in the astral.
I've got Sophia's hand at the moment. She's taking us back through that portal. She's leading the journey.
Yeah, she's just saying this is where it started from, and we had to, okay, this is interesting information. Yeah, all right, this has to be said. She said there's nothing wrong with where we went into the dark womb cave and the rotten tree. She said that was all meant to be, because how could you appreciate the gold plate Garden of Eden if you didn't have the contrast? This is very higher wisdom teachings. And, you know, a lot of people don't understand that, or don't choose to understand that or understand that, because they just want to say it's all wrong, it's all bad, what happened. But Sophia, in her primordial mother energy, is saying it's all perfect, it's okay to have gone through the depravity, but we are rising out of it now. We're turning the corner. So that's beautiful. So let's all go through the last portal, which was the first portal. So we're back into the sunroom. So everyone just lay on your sunbeds, just get your Reiki treatment from beautiful Ra. Just get washed over with the luminescence direct from the source code.
As I was laying on this sunbed, just when we came flying through the final portal, I took one look back at the tree, and the tree looked like, if you can envisage, sort of like a Japanese cherry blossom. It was absolutely full of life, and there was like petals that were dropping to the ground, and it was an interesting, because if you look at a cherry blossom, it's kind of white on the outside, but it's got that reddy pink in the middle. And what it was saying to me is that the womb, as in the blood of the womb, is flowing again like a flower.
Oh, how beautiful.
And
it's the pink.
It's the pink, which obviously represents the womb. So
and the vagina as well. I'm being shown like the rose, the fuchsia pink, like the rose. The vagina is the rose, and the petals peel back. And when a woman, you know, deeply receives a man in love, that blossoming of her vagina, that rose petal, that, you know, the blood will flow into, you know, her lips, and it will become engorged and open to receive. Yeah. That's its purest sense of how that is meant to operate. So, oh wow, that's a beautiful image to be left with. So, okay, so let's just get everyone back. You know, if you are listening to us and you've gone on the mission with us, then make sure you feel your body again. If you need to get grounded, go and put bare feet on the earth. I just want to thank, obviously, Hatsia, aka Chris. Not a combat mission tonight for you, Hatsia, which is what you normally do. So, but we thank you for your beautiful divine masculine presence and protection. We want to thank Metatron, Sophia, Mother Sophia, Galapai, Mishki. We also had Saint Germain turn up, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and Buffalo Calf Woman. I think I've covered everyone.
Absolutely, it's been a pure joy and a pleasure to be on a transformation of this magnitude and this type of journey, to make a difference and to spread some beautiful positive energy into an area that needs a lot of attention, a lot of love. So if we can thank everyone that has assisted tonight and shone some energy, and in its purest form, we are deeply in gratitude to you.
I've just been told to just close it out with the Om Shanti chant. This is the Divine Peace chant. So just inhaling through the nostrils. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.